Hello, mobsters. Happy New Year. Welcome to our first broadcast for 2023, Men on Board. This is Jay Weber, your one of the co-hosts of Men on Board, and just want to greet my fellow co-hosts right now. We have the Hitman Ramzee. What's up, Ramzee?
Hello, guys. Hello to all the mobsters who are tuning to us on Facebook and on YouTube. It's nice to have you guys once again. This 2023. Happy New Year, by the way, sa ating lahat, to all of us.
Happy New
MC
Year.
Jonas, how are you?
Good evening, bros. Good evening, mobsters. Happy New Year. We are back, and we want to welcome everyone to Men on Board, the show where we talk about anything and everything under the mood.
Right. And yeah, we were saying since we haven't gone on board for a while, uh, yeah, our mics are pretty dusty if you can notice. So
Yeah, we
sorry.
were just cleaning.
Mhm. All right. And yeah, nice background by the way, Ramsey.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank you. It's a
man
man
cave.
cave thing.
Right.
Okay, so for all our mobsters that are tuned in, huddle up. Um, our topic for today is, do you believe in New Year's resolutions? So we just started 2023, you guys. Lots of people around the world, they usually put in place their New Year's resolutions, whether it be, losing weight or gaining weight or doing something, working out more. You know, those are the common resolutions that people put together. So we're going to discuss whether or not we believe in those things, if it's necessary, and talk about other stuff like the year in 2022. What are your resolutions? So we want everyone out there that are tuned in, please chime in. Just like this person right here, Frank or Johnny Rhythm. Good morning, my brother, MOB Kings. Thank you very much. Good morning to you, Johnny Rhythm, over there at Winston-Salem, North Carolina. And of course, all our viewers out there in North Carolina. I want to remind everyone again of the Jaya concert happening on February 4th in Clemens, North Carolina, brought to us by Bagdas Productions and, of course, 89.5 The Playroom. Do you guys want to give some shout outs? Any of your friends that are tuned in or viewing right now?
We're still waiting for them.
I know.
I was actually busy sharing this live broadcast. It's
and
it's
we did
posted.
it like a few minutes ago. Uh, so, musta pala yung New Year's celebrations, guys? Like, how is it?
For me, it was fun, and I stayed up late as usual. The good thing about it is that I spent our New Year's together with my uh sister, and then my in-law, tapos yung mga cousins ko rin, tapos yung mga titos here in Angeles. So it was great actually. So there was just less of the fireworks happening. You know how it is in the Philippines. So it was kind of different then, because we got used to having fireworks all over the place, like on the next
Yes.
street, and then it's so loud. Yeah, something like that. So yeah, it was pretty good. How about you, MC Jonas? How is it there in
Fireworks
Baguio?
all over the place like that. Christmas and New Year, busy para sa event industry in Baguio City. Well, aside from that, a couple of my friends came home to the Philippines. Jay McKnight from Smooth Jazz, who's now with the U.S. Air Force, so he's on a vacation. So he came over. So we spent time together, and also Cool MC from the B family. So we just hung out a lot. Well, each break time that I could get, and yun. And also New Year naman, I did a countdown program for one of the hotels in Baguio City, a Grand Sierra Pines. Yeah, and so I do that every year. So pretty busy, but not complaining. Real happy, rumakit hanggat kayang rumakit. So there. So I really miss going on air, doing this with you guys. So we are back.
Yes.
Right. And then yeah, for me, actually it was raining here during New Year's Eve. So I spent it with my family. I was supposed to do a barbecue, but oh, like nothing. We couldn't do anything. And then, of course, no fireworks because it's raining over here. It was raining here in Los Angeles, so it was a, a pretty lonely New Year celebration. But nonetheless, it was still fun. It was still good. Wasn't drunk going into the New Year's. I wasn't wasted or anything like that. And yeah, also slept late because I, wanted to breathe in the fresh air of 2023. So
Right.
it's good that you guys are had a great time for your New Year's celebration. So we have people tuned in right now. So let's go. Do
All
you
right.
believe in New Year's resolutions? So, do you want to start, Ramsey?
Sure. I can go ahead with that. I already started
Okay.
one. That is my New Year's resolution for this year is to at least eat some more. Compared to others that they want to lose some. Well, for me, it's like I want to gain some more. Um, because yeah, I mean, for the past few years, it's like I have maintained a certain weight, which is
Wow.
good actually. But I just want to look at it different and do more of the lifting stuff. Yes,
Mhm.
that is actually good because of my height. You gotta sometimes if you get bored, you want to do something different for yourself, and at least you have to look good and feel good, and the rest would definitely follow. And yes, I do believe in New Year's resolution as well. It actually helps you, make you think about what happened last year and then this year. If there's something big or possibly those baby steps, things that you have to improve in order for you to at least compare to last year, and then check yourself if you've made something progressive. Everything is all going smooth so far, naman. So yeah, I do believe in New Year's resolution.
Yes.
All right. Are you still sticking to your New Year's resolutions? It's almost the end of January, or have you fallen off on any of them?
Not yet so far. I'm
Okay,
thinking
good.
about going 6 months, a year, and then 1 year, and then 5 years, something like that. I need to at least have a date for it. Parang ano lang
Mm.
yan eh. You have to maintain what you started para at
Like
least naman
wow,
makita mo yung results.
Right,
timeline.
right.
That.
How about you, MC Jonas? Do you believe in New Year's resolutions?
Y- Resolutions, not only New Year, kasi minsan, people would just come up with one, just say they have one, and then here comes the first quarter. No, in fact, the first 2 or 3 weeks into the new year, they they fail. Um, I think it would just boil down to what you really want to do. Really, really want to do. You just have to think of what you really want to do, not just to come up with one. You know, you just think of what you really want for yourself. Like in my case, since I do believe in that also, um, go back to working out because I already am eating a lot because I'm really trying to, bulk up. So just Lasana this year, I'll have more time to go to the gym. But I think I really have a clear plan on how to go about it because since my son is already going to school, so he's got like 2 hours of school every day, every morning, and which is actually a perfect, like the perfect time for me to go to the gym. So yes, I am really looking forward to a more fruitful planning and results this year. So there, and aside from eating healthier, because I eat a lot. You know what we do? We do events or tayo mismo. Us being men, we tend to eat a lot, especially when we're stressed or when we're happy or wala lang. We tend to eat a lot. So I hope that I get to have a healthier, I don't know, eating habit. So there, and well, I think I'll be working on that this year. And how about you, Jay Weber?
Oh, I was gonna
Yeah.
say, I was gonna say, I hope you're not pregnant, bro, because you eating a lot. So I hope that's not the case. Well, in my opinion, I have to go with MC Jonas too. Uh, I don't believe in New Year's resolutions. It's not that I don't. It's more of I believe in resolutions. I just don't
Mhm.
believe you have to wait for the New Year's to,
Right,
instate it. You could do a resolution in the middle of July, depending on your
right,
situation. It's just you don't have to do it at the start of the year. I think that's one reason why some people they fall off because once they let's say um, they want to work out more and then they say, "Oh, I'm going to hit the gym 5 days a week," and then they miss the gym on Wednesday. Like, "Oh, I messed up, so um, I don't want to do this anymore," or schedule gets in the way. You could always pick it up later on. The important thing is, just like what Ramsey said, be consistent.
right,
You know, what did they say? There's a Japanese saying, fall down 6 times, stand up 7. So you always fall forward, uh, 1 step back, 2 steps forward. So there are
right,
going to be setbacks. And as for me, like most guys, lose weight and work out more because you want to try to build that physique for the New Year's.
right,
Unfortunately, right now here it's winter, so it's so cold. It's you rather stay home more because it's the air is so cold outside. But yeah, that's just one of the things also. So at least we're all into, I mean, resolutions and setting goals for yourself is not a bad thing. That's a good thing. We all should be doing that and
right.
comparing our past with our present. Um, Speaking of which, how was 2022 for you guys? Was it a good year in general? I know there's ups and downs, but well, how was 2022 for you guys?
MC Jonas, you wanna?
I know MC Jonas was super busy for
I was
2022.
waiting for you,
Yeah.
Ramsey.
I think
Well, the onset of 2022 still was a bit challenging because we're still, well, COVID is not yet over and done. So yeah, events started flooding in by mid 2022. So I cannot complain. We are in fact in the event industry in Baguio City. We are really glad about it because we're back in the game, and the end of 2022, ito na, busy na. So um, yeah, I'd say with regards to our craft, the things that we do, with our job, it's good. It's good. We really thankful for that. Pero when it comes to with the challenges with the people around us, 2020, which will also lead us to the next subtopic that we're going to be talking about. I learned a lot of things this year. Like for example, this brought out um, um, a lot of things, like in people, in situations, in relationships, be it personal or work. So this actually is a year of learning. So later I'll be sharing with you details on all those things that I've learned. So I can say, yeah, it's a fruitful year, and we are looking forward to having a more well, a busier year this time. But of course, blessings. When it rains, it pours. So just glad and really looking forward to a brighter 2023. And of course, salamat sa lahat ng learnings and experiences 2022, lahat ng challenges, because it's gonna make us stronger to face all the challenges of 2023. So there. And Ramsey, it's your turn.
Yes, yes. Speaking of 2022, I could relate to you, MC Jonas, because start of 2022, that's when everything was going back to normal, especially when it comes to the events and weddings. I actually had a stint last December. I hosted a wedding of my cousin. And it's been like 5 or 6 years since I hosted a wedding. So it's been
Wow.
a long time talaga. So I was so excited, and then I was quite rusted, but it was okay. I mean, at least I still have it on me. And of course, 2022 also gave me a lot of opportunities, just like here at the Playroom, which I am so thankful for joining you guys as well. Because I entered, I think that was last month or the last week of April when I started at Playroom. And then I also get a chance, of course, to go to different places. And then I also got the chance to study more because you know how it is during the pandemic. You have to adjust to a lot of things, and then I got myself into so much stuff online, and
Mhm.
I get to learn a lot of things. Actually, it's like I'm going back like as a student, learning so much stuff, especially when it comes to videos, editings, what else, photography and stuff. Those simple hobbies that uh, help me out as well when it comes to doing a lot of opportunities out there. So yeah, it was great. Health wise, I think since I've been disciplined by the time that I have, especially when I know na we actually have a lot of time in this world. If you just realize it, it's just that how we give the priorities that really matters first, and then the rest. If you just look at it, there's so much time to do for yourself as well, and for the family, of course. And how about you, Jay Weber? How was your 2022? I think you've done a lot of things also as well.
Yeah, actually, 2022, comparing to 2020, of course, 2022 was a great year compared to that was probably the worst year ever, 2020. But yeah, as far as for me, one highlight that I could say is at my job. Um, Things started to pick up a lot. Well, it's been busy. I work in the healthcare industry, so basically, what I do is I recruit RNs for work. One of the good things about COVID, the pandemic, is ever since this happened, the demand for healthcare nurses went up, and the
Right.
rates went up also. So
Right.
it's a lot easier in my job now to offer work to the RNs, especially because the rates are much better. So I did notice a spike in my job, which I'm proud of. Actually, I forgot to include that earlier for my New Year's resolutions for 2023 is to improve in my job as well, increase my income. Of course, everybody wants to do that. So yeah, 2022 was a great year. Um, and also for the playroom, I mean, we celebrated our first year anniversary. So, we've,
Right.
got our feet wet. We're already established, kind of. So at least, we're still around and there's no sight of us slowing down here in the playrooms. And, I'm grateful that both you guys came in on board, right? Last year, 2022, MC Jonas and Ramsey. So, of course, you guys are my buddies from radio back in Baguio City when I was still there, when I was still working as a radio DJ there. So it was great to
Right.
see some familiar faces work with you guys again, although it's virtually. So I'm grateful for 2022, of course. Uh, Also, forgot to ask our viewers out there, do you believe in New Year's resolutions? Want to give a shout out to
Yes.
Bobby Blue, who's tuned in from Paris, France. Thank you very much, Bobby Blue.
Bonjour.
And also to
Bonjour.
uh, Johnny Rhythm. So we got one here from Rendezvous. Thank you so much, Ron, for tuning in and for viewing. I think a New Year's resolution is just a reminder of either setting a new goal or to continue with doing what needs to be done, especially if you're slacking. But yeah, I
Right.
agree. Goals should be set any time of the year, right? Nowadays, some people plan way ahead, say they want to achieve financial freedom by the age of 30 or 40. All right. Yeah, that's true, Ron. Um, that's why I was saying it's good to do resolutions. It's good to do goals for yourself, but don't limit yourself to just doing it during the new year. You can do it whenever you see it fit
Right.
necessary.
And Ron also said, a burger ka naman, Jay Weber.
Burger.
Yeah, come over. Whenever you're in LA, bro, I'll treat you to a burger.
Mhm.
All right.
Nice.
So to all the mobsters out there, it's time for you to share your thoughts, your New Year's resolutions. It's time for us to just talk about it and all the things you learned from 2022. This is your chance to connect with us. Kwentuhan tayo, just chill with us for an hour or two tonight right here for the return of MOB.
Right.
Yeah, in a
And
while.
then I have a one of my friends, actually high school friend, but didn't want to be named. So he has something here asking about New Year's resolutions. Yes, he does believe in New Year's resolutions. One of his examples for 2021, he wanted to lose weight, get his blood pressure to normal, and get vaccinated. And he was able to do all that in
Right.
2022. So
Wow.
good for you, bro. Good for you, buddy.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mhm. And
Kudos.
Great.
then yeah. So you mobsters that are tuned in right now, thank you so much for liking and for loving Jeff Carpio, Luz Mojica, and Rendezvous. Thank you guys for
That's,
joining
that's my
us.
mom.
Oh, really?
Mom,
Okay. Hi, mom.
hey, she's in.
Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Also, our
Mhm.
primes, of course, Bobby Blue, Johnny Rhythm, who's with us also. Thank you. And if you have any resolutions that you guys wanted to share with us, please do so. It doesn't have to be a successful resolution, like my friend said over here. It could be a resolution that you planned on doing and actually failed or just gave up on it because you saw it's not necessary anymore for you to do. Um, what about you, Ramsey? Were there any? Did you do any resolutions for 2022? By the way, go from 2021 going on to 2022.
Uh, I think there was only a few of those resolutions that were implemented.
Oh, okay.
'Cause,
Well,
yeah, because
which
I
ones?
just
Okay.
hmm
Oh no,
I
like
think one
you
of
can. Yeah, one of them that you were successful at doing, or you accomplished. Sorry.
2022. I think that was to
sleep
be
more.
honest, eat more.
Sleep more.
Oh, I wish I
Sleep
could
more.
eat that a lot. Actually, I haven't started driving. It's like I'm a late bloomer when it comes to driving. So, past
Mhm.
2020, I was expecting to get my driver's license, but unfortunately, I
Ah,
couldn't. But I had the chance way back in 2021 to actually get my license. Although it was pretty hard because of the pandemic.
wow.
But at least I still got my license because it was a necessity to have it during
Great,
those
great,
times. So
great.
I was so glad I got license, and then I had the chance to just drive anywhere now. So it was actually
Yes.
good because I never dreamt of having a license before, because it was not of my priorities, but as was the pandemic, you really have to have your own at least yeah, you need to have your own vehicle to drive to
Right.
get some, the necessities for the house. So if you don't have the luxury of, commuting because there's no rides available. You have to drive your own car or at least somebody else's car, you know. So it's good.
Mhm.
I get I had the chance to have my driver's license, and so far I haven't breaking any rules yet because I'm planning to have my um, record
Yes.
clean
Right.
for the next few years, so that once I get renew for my driver's license, it will be at least 10 years na. So it will be great,
Yes.
having a driver's license for like 10 years. I
Congrats,
mean,
bro.
doesn't matter whatever.
Congrats.
Yeah, congrats.
Uh,
That's a big thing, getting your driver's
Yeah.
license, and yeah, congratulations. So, any did you do any road trips, by the way, when you started
yes,
driving?
yes. I went to Zambales. It wasn't that far
Oh,
because of the
okay.
roads. So yeah, I get to spend time to go to Zambales, and then unfortunately, when I went there, I wasn't expecting any potholes. So yung sasakyan talagang umabot hanggang hood yung tubig. So
Oh,
I actually got worried because the engine, that what engine check on the dashboard was
Mhm.
yeah,
blinking.
the
It's
check
like,
light. Yeah,
oh,
the engine
Yeah, the signal.
yeah.
went
I
on.
mean, I'm not used to
Oh,
seeing that. It's like that's a scary part of driving someone's car is to see that engine check.
especially someone else's car. Yeah, when you
Yeah, that one.
bring it
That's
back to them,
scary.
like, what's this? How-
True.
what about you, MC Jonas? Any accomplishments that you achieved in 2022 that you're proud of and want to share
From
with us?
from 2021, I
Oh,
think
yeah, on
everyone, um, well, the goal was just to survive and still be alive.
the
Pagdating pagpasok ng 2022, right? So I think that was
don't
everyone's
get COVID. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, not catch the Rona. But that was the
right.
goal for everybody. So that also led to the biggest learning, which is health is wealth. Diba? You gotta take care of yourself. You gotta take care of your health, be it physically, mentally, emotionally, financially. So you really gotta take care of yourself. So that's one of the biggest learnings that I have learned. Because of course, 2021 we were somehow still lost. Diba? That was like just the second year of the pandemic. So we were also sort of like lost. We were also sort of kumakapa sa dilim. So we were all trying to figure things out, how to survive, how to, like do things online. How do we, diba? Kasi most of us lost our jobs, especially yung mga, especially all those like doing the 9 to 5. Um, it was tough for everybody, especially yun nga, for all those who had to go out, go to work, and suddenly, boom, lockdown. So yeah, one of the things that we really need to, well, at this point, I think should have realized by now is that we need to have a bank. I'm not just talking about money. I'm talking about health. You have to have that reserve power in you. Go take supplements. Go take care of your health. Go, like that. And we always have to have this healthy or a good mindset. So those are the things that we have learned from 2021 or 2022. So there, because one of the learnings again is like what I mentioned earlier is the pandemic brought out the best and the worst in some of the people that we deal with. So there. Later, we'll discuss more about that.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to
That
remain alive, di ba?
I thought when you said bank, I thought you were talking about sperm bank or something. We need a bank.
Yeah, that too. You can include that. Ramsey. And you too, bro.
True.
uh, for me, what? Yeah, like I said earlier, um, my job. I'm very fortunate to not be affected by the pandemic. Uh, if anything, our the work that we do went up during the pandemic, so I'm grateful for that. Also, not getting sick. I haven't catch the Rona yet. So that's
Good.
one
Congrats.
thing that, yeah, I did get sick in the end of the year last year, but it was the flu. Yeah, I could still taste, I could still smell, but
It's
that was
great.
it. That was it. So I'm very thankful for that. We have Leslie Jen joining us. Thank you so much, Leslie.
Yes.
And Rendezvous has a question right here. Have you guys, or yeah, have you guys heard of any weird New Year's resolutions from your friends, acquaintances, or is it just the usual things like weight loss, getting fit, setting up a business, etc.? We're gonna have to think about that first, Ron. I guess not really for me, not really unusual thing, but because we're starting to open up more now, I
Mm,
notice, and for me too, one of my plans and also friends that I talk to is we want to travel more because a lot of places are opening up. Like MC Jonas said, the host businesses are going back in business. They're
right.
kicking off
Mhm.
again. So there's more places to visit now and less restrictions, less lockdowns. So other places are pretty open now. So yeah,
Right.
one thing is traveling. Um, I'd love to travel more this year, and also with the people that I talk to, they're planning out their vacations for this year already. What about you, Ramsey? Any unusual resolutions you've heard of from friends or acquaintances?
Yeah, I think one of my friend way back in uh I forgot what year was that. Anyways, a friend of mine, which I just spoke what was that? Just before the New Year's Eve, and it was fortunate for him because he got engaged. He just met the woman for like 2 months and then he got engaged.
Oh
I mean,
wow,
I'm actually happy for him, but it's just yeah. I
Congrats, a
mean,
friend.
I'm still
really
surprised
quick.
at the moment.
Hmm.
Yeah, because it was very fast. But the good thing about it is that he was ready for it. It's like he's been saving up. He had his own place. It's like there's only one thing missing from him, and that's falling in love with the right woman. So
Wow.
kudos still I would like to say kudos to my friend also for excuse me, you know settling first before the me. Yeah, I mean it was actually amazing when I was like trying to picture what happened during the process of what he's been through. Then next thing you know, it was just a right time for him to settle down. Before I think that was before, yeah, before New Year's Eve. Yeah, it was before New Year's Eve, and then that's a time when he really got his mind focused to have something for his life as well, and then having family and kids. So yeah, kudos to my friend Joe, who's
Nice.
outside the Philippines, by the way.
Shout out to you,
And that
Joe.
was actually a good story that I heard because usually I hear like people engaged sometime like the start of the year or like on the last quarter of the year, but nothing like how he did it. So it was unexpected. So yeah, it's like he wanted to do something different, and at the same time he's actually ready for it. So no holds bar. He just took the risk, and then boom, he's gonna get married pretty soon. Yeah,
Wow.
it's actually quite amazing to just think about it. And I know MC Jonas could actually relate to that as well because you've been hosting a lot of wedding events.
Yes,
So
I've witnessed a
definitely
lot of love
there's something like
stories.
that.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, not to be nosy though, Ramsey. Like,
Mhm.
um, he got engaged in 2 months. Well, where did he meet the girl?
From a friend of a friend, they got acquainted.
Wow. A friend
Wow.
of a friend.
We have someone in common.
Congratulations.
MC Jonas just had to sing that. It came from the heart. What about you, MC Jonas? Any weird
Weird. What?
resolutions?
Yeah. From your friends' acquaintances. What makes it weird is when you make, well, you declare or have a resolution year after year, yet you don't do anything about it. That makes it weird.
Mm,
I have witnessed some, uh, I know a lot, in fact, who keep saying every year, they keep saying, "Oh, I'm gonna try to do this. I'm gonna try to do that." Oh, I have to make voices pa. So here comes January, February, March, until the end of the year, they're not doing anything about it. So that was just what I was talking about. Just for you to have something to say for a resolution. That makes it weird. In fact, it happens to a lot, to many. So ngayon, when you say weird, is when it really comes true, when you succeed. Kasi parang sanay na tayo na ang daming resolution pero hindi natutupad. Pero I just want to share with you also a story of a friend who faced a lot of challenges in 2021. And then, well, she ended the year with a big bang because she put up a business since Rendezvous mentioned it. Well, she actually succeeded. And well, she's also in the event industry since we took a hit. The event industry took a hit with the pandemic. So she thought of this. It was, and thus we have Yoke Korean egg sandwiches in Baguio City. Now it's all over the country. Diba? It's so well, shout outs to Jomai, my friend, also in the event industry. So yun yung business na talagang nag-boom. Well, it's food business. Everyone's thinking about doing, starting food business, but this really is like the biggest blessing that she received, which she worked hard on. So yun, so success story from having a really tough year, start of the year, and then ending the year with a bang na parang iisipin nating lahat when the pandemic hit us. Parang it's just darkness. And then suddenly at the end of the tunnel, you'll see, boom, there's a gleam of light, which will actually, diba, give you this. You wouldn't even imagine kung gaano kalaki at kaliwanag yung bibigay sa'yo. So just, like us, three of us, we're still talking, we're still here, diba? Hindi natin alam kasi also one of the things that we learned is, well, the past years is, or the past 2 years at least, is, life is fleeting. Yung kausap natin ngayon, bukas wala na. Like in my case, I have like, well, 3, 4 batchmates who passed away. So rest in peace to these batchmates. And like just like last week, we heard another news from one of my batchmates. So we should really appreciate every breath that we take. So that's also one of the learnings. Kasi nga. So if you are thinking of doing something, if you think it's really good, then go for it. Because we don't really know if we're still gonna be here tomorrow to really do something about it. So if you're thinking of doing something, just go for it. So there. So thank you,
exactly,
Ron
bro.
Devu, for that question.
Yeah,
Diba?
Right.
thank you.
Yeah, tomorrow is not guaranteed, never guaranteed. So,
Right.
and shout out to your friend Joe Mai with Yolk Korean
Yes.
egg sandwiches.
Yeah,
She didn't wait for the new year to do this. She acted
Yeah.
right there and then. So,
Yes.
yeah, that was our point earlier. Also, want to say
Right.
good evening and happy viewing to DJ Edgy. Thank you very
Right.
much, bro, for joining us over there in London, UK. Uh, DJ Edgy has a new place, a new flat right now. So,
Yes.
wow.
Congrats on a
congratulations.
new crib.
Housewarming
Congrats.
Yes.
soon.
Yes. We'll visit you soon.
Very
Diba?
soon, hopefully.
Yes.
Also wanna thank the people that reacted to our posts. Yeah, DJ Edgy, Glenn, Rendezvous, uh,
Ma'am
Adia,
Glenn. Mhm.
mm, Isa, to Bobby Blue, Paul, Jeff, and Luz. Thank you. Oh, sabi pala ni DJ Edgy, March pa. Not yet, boys. Oh, sorry. Okay. Kala ko may ano na
Soon.
eh,
Yeah. Congrats.
housewarming, so
Yes.
we
Right.
could go
Right.
over
Right.
there and celebrate
Partay.
with you.
Partay.
Yeah.
Partay.
That will be fun. You have your hosts, you have the DJs, and
Di ba?
everything.
Right. Complete
And you have the
package.
dancer, Sir Benny Davis,
Oh yeah,
the resident dancer of the playroom.
you have a singer as well, Crisel.
Yes.
Complete package.
Completo.
And also nga pala, you have another singer, Johnny Rhythm. If you guys
Yeah.
watched
Yeah.
our
Right. Right.
Christmas, a New Year's special, yeah, you could see Johnny Rhythm sing his Christmas carols, Christmas songs.
Right. Right. Right.
Good
How
stuff.
about the primes? Who's online? Who could if they can join us right now? I'd like to. Well, suddenly impromptu an invitation to all the primes. If you can join us right now, the door is open.
Right. For all
Di
our
ba?
friends out there who just tuned in or just came on board here on Men on Board, we're talking about, do you believe in New Year's resolutions? Uh, Ramsey said yes. Me and MC Jonas said no, but we not resolutions, just not
Mhm.
setting it only on New Year's.
Here.
We got Leslie Jen in the house. To have more and long patience, especially so work. Does that
Mhm.
count? And be
Yes.
kind or be more kind to animals. Yes, of course, that
Yes.
counts.
That
Yeah.
counts.
Um, I'm just wondering, Leslie, why do you need more patience sa work?
When
Ano bang work
yes. So
mo?
tell us more. We
Yeah.
wanna hear your
Yeah.
story.
Hmm.
And
Diba?
be kind to
And also we
animals.
have
What kind of animals?
Yeah,
There's
they're
two
they're
kinds of
uh,
they're
animals.
animals and they're also
Animal.
human animals.
at work at work din ba yan? Or in the zoo?
No, it connects with each other. My
Yes.
animal coworkers.
So
Be
Leslie,
kind to
sinabi talaga.
them.
So Leslie
Different
Jen,
kind
go
of breed
share
of
with us your
animals.
story. We want to hear more. Let's talk about it. And also
Mm.
to Ron, we rendezvous said, as I was thinking, since you're talking about survival, can
Oh
we click
yes,
on
we
this?
missed.
Yes.
Ah,
Ayan,
okay.
baka merong New Year's resolution na matuto pumatay ng manok, magtanggal ng feathers. I know some people know how, but most don't. O kaya matuto kumain ng mga insects that are actually safe. Protein rich, parang ganun. Well, yeah.
Uh, yeah, for me, bro, I haven't heard any type of that type of out there kind of resolutions. Um, yeah, so far, medyo, ano, that is definitely weird.
Yeah.
It's like from
I
the
have
series
witnessed,
Survival.
but actually doing it, no, haven't tried. So,
Just the
di ba?
thought of you wanting to do it, though. Yeah.
Just for you to know how it feels to what, like pluck. You call that plucking, right? The feathers.
Yeah, plucking the feathers. Be
First, you
kasi,
dip in hot water, and then
gusto niya matuto
yeah,
magluto ng pinikpikan. So,
yeah. I
I
say
guess,
go for it.
That one.
right,
If you wanna try it, go for it, man. But
right.
we are free. You have the
I don't
freedom
think it
to
was Ron though who was saying this. It's probably one of his friends. Nah,
probably, yeah, for a
yeah.
friend.
Asking for a friend.
Right, right. Yeah, just tell your friend go for it. If you want to learn
Mhm.
something or anything, just go for it. Diba?
Oh,
So
and like
there.
yung friend ni Ramsey, I think one of his resolutions was to get married. So that's something also
And he
um,
is on his way.
not usual, and he
Right,
was able to
Right.
accomplish it. Yeah.
right.
Mhm.
You know what, mga bro, di ba?
Yeah.
Since the pandemic, ang daming naging plantito plantita, di ba?
Mhm.
The introduction of dalgona, ang dami, di ba? Suddenly, everyone can cook, or at least learning how to cook. People well finally had the chance to, since we got a lot of time in our hands since the lockdown. We cannot go out, so people just thought of like discovering new things, which is one of the good things about the pandemic. It made us realize, oh, hey, it's never too late to learn anything. Diba? So that's also one of the
Hmm.
good things. Diba?
Oh, another thing also is a lot of people want to start their own YouTube channel or
Right.
TikTok,
Right.
because nowadays it's profitable. You can actually make money off that and replace your
Right.
full time job with that. So that's another thing unusual resolution that I've heard. Also,
Mm-hmm.
Leslie is actually back with us here.
Mm-hmm.
Usually kasi na
Mhm.
misinterpret ako sa work. Actually, kasi my work is on quality control sa food. So for me, I
Mm,
prefer quality than quantity. They
right.
always say na masyado akong mahigpit sa control. Anyway, nakakaloka lang. Okay.
Mm,
Yeah.
So
okay.
we are now having a more a clearer understanding of the nature
Uh,
of your work.
and that's
Yes.
yeah, that's not a bad
Okay.
thing, Leslie, in my opinion.
Mm,
Especially when it comes to food, it's better to have better quality food than
right. Right. Right.
more food na hindi up to par. So,
Right.
keep doing your thing, Leslie. Thank you for your input, and hopefully you'll be kinder to your animal coworkers.
I just want to add, Leslie, alam mo, kahit na nagko-complain yung mga pets talaga yung mga animals. No, just kidding. Um, seriously now, yung work mo is quality control. Kung mahigpit ka, that is because you are doing your job. Don't
Hmm.
mind
Yes.
the noise, whatever they're saying, because it's your job. You were hired to do that
Yeah.
job. Quality control.
Mm,
So you're doing a
Right.
good job. Diba?
yes.
So-
Son of a goat.
Ano ba?
are you talking to all three of us, Ron? Or
Di ba?
Yeah.
yeah, no, actually, yeah. Uh, Quality control is a very important job, and
Yeah,
um, it's better to be strict and have high standards when it comes to your quality rather than
right,
being a very lax, come whatever type of
right,
quality control person, you know, someone who's lazy at doing their job. So no, you're
right,
on the right track. Thank you,
right.
Leslie. She says
Yes.
here,
But
right?
at
Ang
least
hirap
now,
ng
mm,
mhm. Oh,
right, ang hirap
paglabas ng work,
ng
lahat galit sa'yo. Oh, yeah, yeah. It comes with the
okay.
territory.
Labas.
Yun lang.
Yeah.
Uh, don't
So
mind them.
go ask
Yeah.
Ramsey to pick you up from work because he's here to protect you.
Ramsey
Ramsey
yung
Bali
is
bahala
doing
quality.
sa'yo.
his
Yeah,
Good.
he got his driver's license, so he can pick you
yeah,
up now.
Actually, maganda yan. At least may quality. Di ba?
right,
Quality versus quantity. Pag may
Mhm.
quality ka, that means quality time and the rest is so quality. Di ba?
yes,
Yeah, definitely naman eh. I mean, if uh, just to relate it din, di ba? Parang sa New Year's resolution, if you or if it's not but any resolution by the way, if you thought about it really well and there's the quality of doing it and you could definitely see the outcome of it instead of too much quantity. Tapos hindi naman lahat kasi yun very important to achieve yung resolution na gusto mong gawin or you want to implement. Might as well, you know make it short, make a short list of the quality things that you want to do, and dun sa resolution mo, maybe that would happen next year or this year, maybe next week. Definitely you can see some improvements. For those naman na gumagawa ng mga quality, quantity rather, sometimes you need to choose wisely as well because sometimes, baka di mangyari yung resolution na gusto mo, di ba? So yeah, just something that I could
right.
relate about when it comes to quantity and uh what's it called that? Quantity and quality, according to
Quality,
Right.
right,
Jia.
Yeah,
right,
definitely applies to resolutions also. There's a lot of people out there na porque they have all these resolutions in place. I know they think, oh, okay, na yun. Oh, that's good. That's a good thing. But
right,
if you have like just 2 or 3 that you stick to and you're consistent with,
Right.
that's even better than having 10, just for the sake of having a lot of resolutions. Also,
Right.
Ron says here, it's a good thing. It's better to be you than to be like everyone else. That makes you special. May cheese, parang ensimada lang.
Wow.
Right.
Sarap nun.
Yun.
O, di
May
ba?
example pa si Ron. Thank you, Ron. Yep.
Yes,
And
nagutom tuloy kami.
Leslie says here, our company is one of the biggest companies here. So I need to
Mhm.
follow the rule and be more strict. Yeah,
Right.
that's you're always going to have haters out there
Yeah.
that uh because I guess what I'm thinking now, Leslie, is you make their job harder because you're very by the book and they just want to, punch in their hours, sit around and then leave
Right.
at work. But with you, Leslie, you're really sticking to your job, really trying to excel at what you're doing. So um, be kind to animals, like you said.
Again. Yeah, at the end of the day, pag uwi niyong lahat, if you just keep passing lahat ng products na dumadaan sa'yo just to please them and magkaroon ng problema, kanino magba-backfire? Sa'yo. So it is really good that you are still strict kasi at the end of the day, nahirapan man sila, pero ma-reach nila yung standard mo sa quality, they would also feel the same. Wow, accomplished. Finally, mahirap i-please si Leslie Jen. But finally, na-approved because of, the constant, bickering between you and whatever department that is, the production department and your department. At the end of the day, di ba? So, we kayo lahat satisfied. You'll feel accomplished. And you would all know that you are, you know, every cent that a company pays you is worth it. Di
Hmm.
ba? Ganun.
Yeah, those are just your coworkers. They're not your boss, so they don't pay you.
Right.
You don't have to really worry about it.
Right.
Although I know it can be stressful. Anything anything you want to add to that, Ramsey?
I think that will be her New Year's resolution to stick with the quality.
Mhm.
Yeah, just stick with the quality thing, and then later on you're gonna be so inspired as well.
Yes.
Hmm.
Because sometimes, yeah, you know how it is at work, but at least at the end of the day, you have to make sure to yourself that you're choosing the quality stuff. It will work for you as well din naman on other things in life. Like, for example, if you want to look for a boyfriend or maybe a
Yes.
house or maybe a
Yan si
trip
Ramsey.
going somewhere, yeah, you can just show the traits that you have
Kala ko
to
sasabihin ni Ramsey,
someone.
if you're looking for a boyfriend, I'm here.
Siningit ko na nga eh.
Ah,
Tapos sabi ni Ramsey, yeah.
yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah, that's right. Don't compromise. Don't lower your standards for other people, especially if you know your
Right.
standards are at par with what you're supposed to be doing at work.
Right. Right.
Mm.
All right. So maraming salamat, Leslie Jen, for sharing with us your story.
mhm.
Ayan. Baka may,
Uh-huh.
well, to all the mobsters out there, pwede rin kayo mag-share like Leslie Jen. Thank you for sharing with us your story, resolution, or learning. And well, still we have a lot of time. The lines are open. You can just simply drop your messages. We are waiting, and well, let's talk about whatever you want to talk about. This is where we will talk about anything. So, mobsters, we are waiting for you. Let's do this.
Right. Oh yeah, I forgot to ask Rendezvous if he has any New Year's resolutions for this year. I don't think he shared any. So Ron, if you
Yeah.
have any New Year's resolutions, New Year's resolutions that you want to share, please let us know. Ito.
Si Pamain. Pamain.
Pamain ng short.
Di ba? Nabasa pa,
Your
itinago ko
mic.
na nga eh kasi hindi sponsored.
Okay.
So,
No
attention,
comment,
sure.
MC Jonas.
Baka naman. O, di ba? All right. Send me the address. Yes. Sige, ano, trade tayo. Sir Edgy, trade tayo ng turntables. Trade tayo ng
DJ.
turntables mo.
You know, trade na lang.
O, di ba? About si Sir Edgy, come on, share with us your
Yeah,
or
yeah. New
anything,
Year's resolution for this
resolution or
year.
learning
DJ
or
Edgy.
anything or a funny story.
Any weird resolutions?
Yes, you
Hinahantay,
can also
hinahantay
No,
share
talaga natin, kala makausap natin.
these
Ano?
things. Mhm.
O, di ba? Nice. Lagi,
Oh,
lagi daw failed.
lagi failed.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mm,
All right. While we are waiting for the mobsters, and it's yung isa nating nabanggit kanina. What ano ba? What are the things na na-discover natin na, well, not necessarily bad side or good side, just things that we have discovered in people. I want to ask you both, mga bros. Ano yung mga bagay na na-discover mo sa, I don't know, sa paligid mo, sa sarili mo, sa mundo? I just, in case lang na biglang suddenly, one moment, habang naka-lockdown, may bigla kang na-realize. Ano yung mga bagay na things that you never expected na suddenly, here comes a pandemic, boom, here comes the reality, na namulat ka, uy, iba pala, like, is there anything that, you want to share with us?
this is something I notice, no, social media, like people are very hypersensitive nowadays. I don't know why.
Right.
I guess it's because maybe the pandemic, but it just happened so fast because like maybe 5, 10 years ago, people weren't really like this, especially 10 years ago. Like there's some stuff that you could joke about um, as a joke, but I notice nowadays a lot of people are taking offense to even just words. We grew up with the saying, "Sticks and stones will break my bones, but words will never hurt me." That's something that I used to hear a lot growing up, but it just doesn't apply nowadays with
Now,
people. So that's just one of the
right.
things that I noticed with after the pandemic and nowadays. What about you, Ramsey?
Yeah. Likewise, just like what you've said. By the way, saying greetings to Madame Crizel. Thank you so much for
Yes,
joining
thank
us
you.
on
Good
MOB's
evening, ma'am.
episode.
Good evening, and
If
thank you for the
you,
awesome video that you made for us.
yes,
Appreciate it.
thank you so much.
Great.
And of
And nice
course, if you
haircut.
want to share
Thank you,
your
bro.
mm, haircut, yeah, Johnny Rhythm. Since Johnny Rhythm is also joining us tonight, maybe you want to share if you believe in New Year's resolution or you don't, or possibly if you
Mhm.
want to share also something about successful stuff from last year. Tapos ngayon. Anyways, but going back to earlier, what I've noticed also nowadays, I guess, yeah, with regards din to sinabi ni Jay Weber, yeah, the thing about sa Burnham Park, you know how it is. When it comes to everything, anything that it's, I mean, the generation gap, diba? For us, it's quite normal back then, but now it's like if you just see it social media, everybody would just flock to it. Like, wow, it's something not normal. It's let's hype it up and stuff. When I look at it, it's
Mm,
like this is actually a normal thing to do. Something like that. I don't know. I
Mhm.
mean, I guess it's because of how they see things now on their hands, on their mobile phones. unlike how it was back in the days, syempre, it was so different. Now it's like you can just spend the whole day watching stuff, and then you can, as if like you're going through places in your head while watching the things that are quite unusual for some, for many. But for us, we actually just brush it off. Na parang yeah, we could just do other things. Pero yeah, at the same time, it's like I'm quite amazed how the generation right now, and then the people on online are so hypersensitive. I actually even saw this part where there was this guy. Based on his picture, I think one of the person who commented said, um, dapat kasi may ganitong platform ng social media sa mga matatanda. I don't know if you guys have seen that. It's like you're not allowed here, something like that, because you're too old to join this platform of social media. But anyways, yeah,
Mm.
it's like daming
What
keyboard
what
warriors as
platform
well. Eh.
what platform was that? TikTok
I
or
think that was TikTok. Yeah, eh, sabi
oh,
niya, di ba, aren't you too old for this platform?
right, right.
Comment.
Yun din ang mga comment dito eh pag ano Facebook, pag Facebook daw pang boomer.
Oh,
Yun lang daw kaya
yeah, you
nila.
mentioned
So
that about yeah, Facebook. No? Mm.
Ano ba sa
yeah.
atin?
And
Are we
also this
boomers now?
one.
No.
No. Actually, I'm grateful that we were alive before the social media thing because there's so many stuff that we did that would have been viral or someone would have took a video of you nowadays. But since there was no social media back then, we're safe. It's forever erased.
We're
You can't
safe.
find it on you can't
Word.
find it on the internet. Yeah. Ito sabi ni Johnny Rhythm, papakabait na ako lalo. That's my New Year's resolution. I've been promising myself for that the past 10 years. Yan ang laging resolution ko. Actually, one of the
Wow.
nicest guys you could ever meet is Johnny Rhythm. So,
Right.
yeah, you're doing a great job, bro. Really
Yes.
nice guy. Yeah, really stand up guy. So
Yeah.
great, good for you. Well, what about you answering your ito pala si Ma'am Crisel. People now compare their lives to other people's lifestyle in social media. They don't know those are just pictures, right? Your
Yes.
life on social media is whatever you create it to be, so it's not real. So it's not an accurate depiction of someone's life.
Right.
Someone could be so happy and yeah, on social media they appear to be very happy, but in real life, when the camera is off or when they're not posting, they could be depressed. So
Yeah.
that's not a good way to compare yourself with other people on social media.
Yes, I want to add something to that.
You're welcome,
Um,
Johnny Rhythm.
o, di ba? Yes.
What's that,
Actually,
MC
konti,
Jonas?
since sobrang mabait si Sir Johnny Rhythms, ilang years niya ng resolution yan. Konti na nga lang, ano eh, pari na siya.
Well, pwede na siya maging pope.
Pari. I'm just kidding.
Got
But
promoted.
yes. And so there, yung sinabi ni Ma'am Grizel about everything on social media, di ba, we do not have anything against all those who post about their successes, their achievements, with respect to all those who are really showing, like to inspire. Kasi yun there are a lot of things that we see on
Right,
social
right.
media nowadays. Yung fakery, that's just the bad side of it. You just for the sake of posting something, just to have hits, just to have views, just to have followers, up to the point of really totally showing them the opposite of how you live your life. How would you describe that? I don't have a word to describe that, diba? Or what character you have if you are just that. Like I said, nothing against all those who are posting to inspire, diba? But you sometimes you just post to brag, really, really, diba? Just pretending to inspire, but really just to brag. And when people ask you, how'd you get it? How'd you do it? And you will not share with them. Well, that would actually question your real motive in showing it, di ba? If you really think it's a blessing, if somebody asks, wag mo ipagdamot. share with them, 'di ba? Stuff like that. And also, maraming tinatouch na points tong sinabi ni Ma'am Grisela. And also relationships, 'di ba? Sometimes we see people posting things like how happy they are with their relationship on social media, but in real life, especially if these people who does all these posting are people but you really know how they live their life, which is totally the opposite of what they're posting. 'Di ba? So
Right.
yun yung biggest, a great responsibility, especially all those who have a large following. If you are an influencer, if you have a large following, it's good. It's good if you're inspiring people, but you know, just if you're inspiring, again, going back to that. But if you're just there to brag, just want to have followers, just to make money, so, dun papasok yung question ng tao about your real motive. Do you just wanna be famous? Well, of course, we all want. Like lahat na nagpo-post, lahat ng mga tao, they would say that, 'di ba? But I also believe in the power of one of the laws that I heard, um of intention. If you're in the power of intention, if kung talaga ang intention mo ay mag-inspire at mag-share whatever blessing you have, then go. Diba? If you're just there to just show off and you're not even sharing anything to anyone, then another big question on your motive in posting or showing something. And one last point about relationships naman, di ba? Sabi nga nila, the biggest sign of a happy relationship is having no sign of it at all on Facebook. Di ba sabi nila?
Right.
So yun, you are out there busy living a life that you
Hmm.
even forget to post about it because you're in reality you are happy. 'Di ba? So ganun,
Exactly.
nakakagulat lang, like ang daming influencers, ang saya-saya ng love story nila, pinapakita nila lahat. Kakain lang sila sa labas, papakita nila sa tao. Millions ang followers nila, and then all of a sudden, boom, hiwalay sila. Mga bagay na gano'n. So there, we
Yeah.
just have to be very careful in picking you know, on both sides. So there, what can you say?
Oh, no, there will always be online the fakers and the ones that are sincere about it. Some people they post to inspire other people. They
Right,
want to show what they have because of their hard work or because of how they help people. So it's I can understand that. I'm not saying that all things are online are fake. There are a lot of people out there that are very sincere with what they're doing,
yes,
but a
right,
lot of people out there just do it for a flex or, for the clout,
right.
like they say. Um,
Mhm.
so yeah, good point there, MC Jonas. Sabi naman ni Ma'am Crystal, oh, tama, depende kung tinatago ka din.
O, di ba?
So you can't post pag ano, side chick ka. So yeah, we won't be getting any pictures online.
Yes, you won't be flexed.
Yeah. Anything you want to add to that, Ramsey? About people posting online.
Yeah. For those for some, I guess it's about time to, to change your ways. It's a brand new year, magbago na daw. Yeah, but for most of the people naman online, especially the influencers, there are some people naman na ano they actually make quality stuff online. They don't pretend.
Right.
It's just the production thing siguro that makes it like masyadong pulido. So yeah, sometimes kasi there are things that which looks organic in a way that you can definitely relate to it, and then there are other stuff that you see online which are so polished. uh, it kind of looks fake then naman. But anyways, yeah, for me it's like for those people also who would go online, no, would make something different. Yeah, I guess it's better to be you're better to be yourself as well. Para at least naman, di ba? There are some people who are so great out there who are just missing the spotlight for them to shine, you know. and it's a good year to start that this year or possibly next month or next week. Yeah, because as
Right.
part of the resolution thing, you don't have to wait naman for another year like kasi simula pa ng 2023, start ka 2024, di ba? It's too soon.
Mhm.
So, yeah, but if you have a quality thought to implement those things that you plan this year, definitely you don't have to wait that long to start it. Maybe magsimula ka na mas maganda, di ba? That soon.
Right.
Yeah, agad-agad eh. Ito naman. It's hard to be so public about your life. Miss the
Yes.
days where we can eat the food that we just serve you hot. Now your friends want to take pictorials before you eat. Yeah, that's true. Ano muna.
Yeah.
Picture muna bago pray and eat. Di ba?
Oo nga, no, like, andyan na yung food nyo when you guys go out to a restaurant and you guys are about to dig in. Teka, teka, teka. Picture muna natin to. Like, come on.
Bakit binawasan mo na? Hindi ko pa
Oo
napipicturean.
nga. Huwag mo munang
Yeah.
galawin. Hanggang sa ano, lumamig na, no?
O kaya para maiba naman, they
Kaka-picture
should
nila.
actually take para maiba, they should actually picture of their plates empty. You know how they eat? Whoever has the cleanest plate, possibly, it would be better. Kasi
Alam
di
mo
ba?
bro,
Normal
alam
thing.
mo bro, I think 4 or 5 years ago nung nauso yung food porn, 'di ba
Mm.
lahat nagpo-post ng pagkain. I did something like that. If you look back sa Instagram ko, may mga entry ako dun na empty plate. Kasi
Yeah.
everyone's taking a photo of their food before they eat it. If you look back, years ago, ginawa ko sa Instagram ko yan eh. Yung every time I finish eating, ubus yung plate, yun yung pinupost ko. Wala lang. Just since
What's that?
nakaka-relate ako dyan sa
Yeah.
sinabi mo. Di
Anti-food
ba?
porn? Para ano?
O, di ba?
Sabi
So
ni
yeah,
Big,
it's to
oh,
be different.
sabi ni Big Daddy, I can't picture my food kasi lagi cup noodles. Hindi, walang likes pag ganun.
Mm.
Pwede
Yung
rin.
picture
Alam mo,
at
baka
video
biglang
muna
bayaran ka
bago
nun.
tulong sa. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a good thing Ma'am Crisel reminded me of that. One thing that
Yeah.
I'm very angry, or yeah, I would say it's nakakainis lang, when someone is in a car accident, instead of helping the person or trying to rescue them, nakaganyan
Yeah.
sila, like parang ganyan,
Right.
na you see a,
Up-
a bunch of people just doing this.
Right.
I go, well, come
Mm.
on,
Instead of
guys.
helping.
So, instead of helping, it's parang nawala na yung the human trait of helping. It's just people want
Right.
to post it on their Instagram or Facebook instead of helping other people. So sad lang.
Post
Yeah.
Like they
muna.
wanna go viral
Right. Off of
content.
they want to go viral off of other people's miseries. That's not cool.
Right. Right.
Hmm.
So, which is really sad.
Yeah.
O, di ba? So, anyway, shout out muna ako mga bro. To
Yeah.
my mom, Luz, in Scarborough, and to my family there in Canada. Thank you so much for watching. To Ma'am Gleen, she's also one of the event coordinators in Baguio. Ma'am Gleen Badua, thank you so much. And Paul Anicoche, friend natin to. One of the best
Yeah,
MCs in Baguio, Paul
DJ.
Anicoche.
Oh,
What
man.
up, brother man? I miss you. Coffee tayo soon. And also, we have, everyone else na nakikinig sa atin. Maraming salamat for Uy, like nang like. Thank you so much, Ma'am Gleen. Thank you. Please share. And share with us your
Thank you
story.
guys.
All right.
Hmm.
All right.
Thanks so much,
And
everyone.
moving on. An may ang daming tanong.
The blanco
Ang
eh.
daming
Moving
ang
on.
daming questions inside our heads.
Uh-huh.
Ano yung pinaka something that you really really like things that you really like seeing on social media. Kasi 'di ba, like there are a lot of people who kasi nababasa to ng ano mo eh, ng algorithm ng mo eh sa feed mo, 'di ba? Like ano yung like when you click on food, then it's gonna be food all the way.
Uh-huh.
What's something that you like seeing on your social media? Just so they know how our pages look like.
Well, what I like what I like viewing on social media is,
Yeah,
the feel good videos, like animals. Sometimes they're animals doing tricks, maybe baby pictures, baby videos of, just cute stuff. That's when I like to take a break from all the violent stuff that you see that pops up, or viral stuff. It's always good to see, like, there are also a lot of accounts out there that have the feel good type of content. They focus more on positive news, or, you know also even little things like um, not the ones that, give money or give food to the homeless people with their camera out. No, there are like
right.
people out there that actually give money or food to other people, and other people are uh, taking a shot of it, or
Yeah,
videoing it without their knowing. So I
yeah,
think that's a good thing. It's more sincere like that. The sabi ni Johnny Rhythm, he likes food blogs and manifestation videos. Okay, that's good.
yes, right.
Dogs and huskies naman kay Big Daddy Benny Davis. Yeah, browsing
Yes.
about dogs, Maru.
That's
Yeah,
my cousin Mars. Ate Mars, thank you. Yeah,
thank you.
she has a pet dog, really cute. Ooh.
Tarot cards. I mean, yeah.
Aminin mo.
Uh, action figures.
Right.
And
Ikaw, Ramsey, ano ba ang ano? What do you like seeing?
Me, it's
aside
more of
from porn.
the aside from food porn.
Oh yeah, I mean food porn.
Yeah. Um, for me, uh, first was, I mean, I like the do-it-yourself stuff. Especially like how you fix stuff like that. Is
Right.
way back in college, when I was taking up engineering. Uh, Marami akong nasirang gamit din eh. But it just so happened that, it's about time to bring them back to life. I mean, hindi naman
Yes.
sobrang dami, no? I still got my old stuff with me. Not a lot of them though, but the ones that I have. And then, I like seeing how to, how you repair things. Something inspirational and something practical na how to quick fix something like that. So that,
Wow.
at least anywhere you go, if something happened like that, you can definitely skip the wait a minute, I'm just gonna browse it through my phone. You can just go right at it and then you can just fix it. And speaking of which, earlier about the dog thing that you've mentioned, yeah, when it comes to pets as well, I remember one time when I saw a viral video of a guy who was sitting next to a was sitting next I think that was on a stairs, and then next thing you know, there
Mhm.
was this two dogs who was having a birthday, and then he put like a birthday cap on their heads, and then he blew a candle for them, and then he was singing happy birthday and clapping. It was just him and two of his dogs.
I saw
And
that. I
then
saw that. Yeah.
that one, that video, yeah.
That was
That
very
one was so
heartwarming videos. Yeah,
yeah,
like that.
heartwarming videos. Something like that too.
Right.
How about you, MC
Yeah.
Jonas? Do you have like any specific thing that you want to see on your posts,
Um, sa Instagram ko,
or
most of the clips that I've saved are all about workouts and yung alam mo yung ano yung mga chef na like there's this young guy who's like cooking a big chunk of meat, food,
Okay.
and workout. Mostly makikita mo sa
Mm,
feed, especially sa Instagram. Most of my saved videos or clips are mostly about food and workout and some travel. Pag may good scenery, tas kinapture ng isang traveler, stuff like that. Mga, just yeah, like feel good photos or videos. So mostly yun din ang makikita mo sa feed ko.
do you have any
Iba na, iba na alawi. Video.
this is fun.
do you have any favorite bodybuilder influencers, MC Jonas, right now that you can name off the top of your head that you like
Right
watching?
now, Ross Dickerson
Hmm.
and Ulysses. Follow Ulysses World and ang dami Chris Heria. If you've heard of
Mm,
this
yeah,
guy,
yeah.
he's like mostly body weight. So especially all those who
Calisthenics.
are at home, he is actually showing videos. Kasi the other two guys that I mentioned are in the gym, really big, like Arnold Schwarzenegger. But si Chris Heria, hindi siya bulk, pero puro cuts. And he's also sharing videos na body weight. So these are things you can follow at home or anywhere you are outdoor. Calisthenics or body weight. You can just do routines. I actually in the middle of the pandemic, um, I just watch a lot of his videos. So there, nakatulong somehow, still adhering to my resolution to work out more. O, di ba? So somehow related siya. So most of the saved videos are from those guys. O, di ba? So there.
All
So you
right.
guys got to follow Ross Dickerson and Ulysses World, and Chris Heria. So I recommend.
All right. We'll check it out.
All
Ayun. So
right.
that was a good question there. Yung mga positive naman na content
Right.
on social
Mhm.
media. It's always good to look at positive content, which ties in with our New Year's resolutions because dun mo makukuha yung inspirasyon of
Right.
what to do. If you're following an influencer, if you like what they're doing, you could probably apply that to your life and say, I want to be like this person, or I want to do what this person is doing more for this year, 2023.
Mhm.
And you could find a path that way.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Actually,
Wag mo lang
there's one.
gaya yung mga sa Burnham.
All you need,
Yung Burnham
all you
video.
need is a jacket.
Yeah. Yung jacket
Jacket lang
lang.
kailangan.
And then their
Di ba?
legs are up.
Oh gosh.
Yes, toes up in the air, toes up in the air.
Magong
Di ba?
umaga, no?
Actually, there's one local celebrity na fina-follow ko. Derek Ramsey. Some of his workout fina-follow ko, nakikita mo. Yun ganun. So,
That's good.
That's where we
so
got Ramsey's name from,
yeah.
Derek Ramsey.
Yeah.
Diba?
See the similarities?
Yes. Di ba?
Ilang
Macho-macho.
Mm,
Oh, yes. Ma'am Glynn. Human feel-good reactions. Yes.
right.
Like, may katuloy ba to?
Or
Siguro
even like
yung mga...
reaction videos also. Yung
Right.
may yung mukha ng poster nasa like lower left or lower right, and just nakakaliw minsan yung mga reactions din nila to other videos. You can make content off
Right.
that. Mm.
yeah.
Yeah. I saw one
Ito
like that,
naman.
yung mga babies nila. Mga babies nila, sinusurprise sila. Tapos, yung mga reaction na
Oh yeah,
genuine
yeah, yeah,
happiness.
yeah. Mhm.
Yes. Oh, like Tita
And
Witty.
paranormal
You guys know
videos.
Tita Witty?
The Witty. Sounds
No.
familiar. I think I've seen her.
Yeah.
Forgot.
All
So,
right.
good evening
Yes.
to all. Sweetie Pie, Sarko, thank you very much, Sweetie Pie, for joining us here on Men
Yes.
on Board. We're talking about, do you believe in New Year's resolutions? Pero napunta naman tayo sa social media right now.
O, di ba?
So,
Yes. Balik
tinatayin
tayo.
ko eh.
Yes, balik tayo. O, di
Mm,
ba? So, yan. Siguro, since we, delved already on social media, so that's something we should learn. Like,
uh,
we should really be careful of what we watch or follow because we do not know how it affects us.
right.
Like advertising, things that we watch becomes us. If it's negative, sad. If it's positive, then it's good. It'll make you feel good. It'll give you a happy life. So it's always your choice. Always, make good choices.
Yeah. Subconsciously
Mhm.
nakaka-influence yung social media content. So,
Right.
um, yeah. I guess especially nowadays, the younger generations, 30 and under, they hardly watch TV now. It's just online. So I believe our generation growing up, it was more of TV, movies. Uh,
Mhm.
but nowadays, it's just mostly streaming movies or online is what the influence is coming from.
Yes. I've kind of
Right.
noticed as well, when it comes to social media, I also talk to younger kids,
Uh-huh.
and ito naman, I've noticed that their attention is quite fast. I mean, unlike when it comes to focus, if, for example, you're studying or you're doing something, most of the people that I've talked to who are younger than me, yung mas bata talaga, um, it's like their attention span is quite fast. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't know if you've noticed that. It's like if they're just doing something
I
like,
did, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
they just skip to the good part. It's like
Right.
To the good
I
part.
diba?
yeah, I
Yeah,
think that's
it's so
also
very fast.
mm,
Like some of the kids that I talked to then who are like around 12 years old or 14. It's like we're just talking about something like that, and then next thing you know, even na may pag-uusapan, it's like, yeah, I mean, it's like okay naman yun, pero as if like
Right.
they just want the skip to the good part thing. It's like it's so fast. Like how you swipe the phones, you just have only a few minutes siguro if you decide to watch it or not. But if you don't want to watch it, you just swipe it off and then you just go
mhm.
to the next video, something like that. Yeah, I mean, you could definitely tell.
Right. They're
Grabe
bombarded
ang
with
comments, ah.
information right away.
Grabe ang comments.
Baka naman, MC Jonas, you can
let
give us a
me
little
Solid.
let
sample of
me let
what
me
the moves
address
were.
these one by one. Sir Benny Davis, baligtad po. Ang resolution ko po is to be like you kasi since kuya kita and mas marami kang entry sa TikTok, kaya I also want to be a good dancer like
Gary
you.
V.
And to my cousin and to my cousin Mars, yes, that's way back in my teens. But thank you, thank you, cousin Mars. So there, medyo matigas na po ang mga kasakasuan, medyo may sumasakit na po.
Mhm.
Ahoy. 'Di ba? So
Mm,
yeah, going back yung sa ano, yung kay yung sinabi ni Ramsey, yung attention span. Well, people call it. It's because of well, not nothing against TikTok and the generation. Well, it's that's it. They call it the TikTok generation.
uh,
Everything you see now, everything you watch, is about 30 seconds or 60 seconds. After that, they're expecting to see something different. So this the difference between the generation now and us back then, diba? So yeah, that's the downside of it. So we also like sino yung kasama natin kanina nag-share si Leslie. Yeah, yung attention yung difference ng ano ng yung patience, yung difference ng the things that we watch now and the things that we watch back then. Shorter, sobrang ikli ng mga pinapanood niya. So yung patience natin nagiging, especially the kids nowadays, sobrang ikli. So
mhm,
mabilis na silang ma-irritate. They want to switch things immediately, that fast. So that's
mhm,
something I think we need to work on. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about all of us. We need to really try to again stretch. Ano lang yan, parang gym lang yan eh. Like i-muscle mo yan, i-stretch mo para mag-improve to get better. It's the same with our patience. We should try to practice being more patient in waiting for things or hindi dapat mabilis lahat, you know. Good things come to those who wait. So, kailangan stretch natin ng konti yung patience natin. Di ba? So, there. To the kids,
exactly.
most especially.
Uh, yeah, it's all instant gratification nowadays. So
Right.
they're used to having things right there and then. Whereas back then, when before technology, when we were growing up, you if there was something that you needed, there was a process that you had to go through to get something. But now there's everything has been streamlined. You can get everything right there and then. So good and bad. It's good and bad. It makes it more convenient for us, but also it makes the people more impatient.
Right.
Uh, mhm.
Nakakaloka pag showcasing ng talent ng kids all from TikTok. For sure.
Diba?
uh, Whenever
Most
like
Lahat ng
when
kids ngayon magaling ano, alam mo yung ginagawa nila na, yung move nila na that thing. I think you know what I'm talking about. 'Di ba? If they're adults, okay, pero grabe pabata ng pabata as young as 3 years old.
oh
Alam mo
like
yung
twerking.
that thing that they do, yeah, that
mm,
special kind of twerk, 'di ba?
Yeah.
Grabe 'no?
Oh, grabe. Oh, uh, just to be frank, yeah, no, alaswa. Some of
Yeah,
them are like way too young, so hindi na no. I don't enjoy that. You know,
right,
especially very
right.
young. Oh yeah, that reminds me of my son. Na disconnect lang ang internet ng PC katatapos lang bayaran. And I'm sure he was angry about that, throwing a fit.
Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah. You know, the kids nowadays pag walang internet mamamatay na sila eh.
Grabe 'no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No gap,
Oo.
no activity.
Yeah, no one plays
When
outside
activity
anymore,
but
anything like
yeah, hirap din eh, 'no?
that.
Hmm,
Oo nga, ito pala. This is the
grabe.
to, that reminds me to teach din my son to have patience na disconnect lang PC sinuntok,
Ouch,
edi basag.
ouch.
Whoa.
Yeah,
I don't know
Matindi.
about that back then. Back then, you didn't do that because di ba, yung malaki pa yung monitor natin dun eh, na computer.
Glass
So
talaga
mahal.
siya.
Yeah, the CRT monitors, the big heavy ones. So they
costs
were
an
expensive. So yeah,
arm
I
and a
couldn't
leg.
afford to break a monitor, but I guess now it's much cheaper, much more convenient to get a monitor now. So uh,
Right.
they won't think twice about breaking something, or
Yeah.
even the rage videos of kids playing on their video games like a PlayStation or something. Natalo lang sila. You know, they start raging and throwing the console. Hey, like that's
Right.
expensive.
Right.
I guess it's because also their parents paid for it, so they don't know the value of money.
Right. Right. Right.
Yeah,
So
true.
kailangan before, like you have to ask your kid who did that, 'di ba? Like,
Mhm.
so how are you going to replace it? Because I just bought it once.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to buy the replacement for that.
It falls back on you and the as the parent.
Mhm.
They expect you to buy it for them again.
Mm. So they have to learn their lesson muna before we replace it, 'di ba? Para
Mm.
hindi ma-spoil. What's yeah, what's the Wi-Fi? Sabi ni Benny Davis, first thing they ask, what's the Wi-Fi password?
Wi-Fi password.
'Di ba? Right.
You're right. Kasi that's how they live nowadays, which is fine. I mean, every generation has different ways of coping and living. Uh, their life is more online, so
Mhm.
it is what it is.
Yes. Bros, I want to ask you your opinion about this. On this topic. Most people when they enter a restaurant or any place for that matter, and yeah, the first thing they'll ask is if you have Wi-Fi or what's the password. Now, when this establishment says, "Oh no, we do not have Wi-Fi," and or no, you cannot get the password, they would immediately turn and walk away. Parang there are some places that would still, make you realize that it's time for you to reconnect. If that is a coffee shop, they'd say, wala po kaming Wi-Fi because it's time for you to sit down, keep your phone in your pocket, and connect and talk. And sadly, these places, hindi tinatao. All because they don't
Mm,
have Wi-Fi and they're trying to
right.
adhere to that. Na time for you to talk instead of just click away. So, what's your opinion on that?
I saw a post before yung parang coffee shop siya, and then there is a sign there saying, "Pretend it's the 1990s. There's no Wi-Fi. Just talk to each other. Put down your phones and talk to each other."
Right.
That's but the bad thing about that is gagawin pang issue eh.
Hmm.
We over here we have sites like Yelp where you can leave reviews.
Hmm.
And just for that, it doesn't matter how great your food is or how great the customer service is. People will give you 1 star just for not having Wi-Fi. And yeah, not
Grabe.
even considering how great your service or your product is, they'll just walk away based off of that. There's no
Which
Wi-Fi.
is
So
so
it's
unfair.
so shallow. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's unfair as well because you're putting
Yeah.
up a coffee business, not a Wi-Fi
Exactly.
computer
Hub,
shop.
not a Wi-Fi
Mhm.
hub.
Mhm.
When do
Also,
you
you
have
have
to
the
rate you that
freeloaders.
way?
You have
Yeah.
freeloaders who just go there for the Wi-Fi and they won't even buy
Right.
anything. Yeah.
The Wi-Fi and
Yeah.
water.
Yeah.
Free
So
water.
And the
these people, they would say,
mhm.
in my days, kung sinuntok ko yung TV, baka yung mukha ko basagin ng dad ko, di ba?
Exactly, oo.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Ibang
And going
generation
back, di ba ang
natin.
sad? Parang unfair
Mm.
for you to get a bad review all because you do not have Wi-Fi, and it's
Mhm.
because they have the freedom to post whatever they want on their social media accounts, and they'd call your place or your business lame just because you do not have Wi-Fi. In fact, napaka-rare nito ngayon na mas actually in my case nakaka-appreciate, 'di ba? It's time for you to really like minsan walang signal, wala ring Wi-Fi. So it's really good. It's time for you to really get down to talking to your friend or whoever you're with and really appreciate, especially if these places have good scenery or a scenic, it's situated in a scenic spot. We have a lot of that in Baguio, diba? Or different places where we live. So there, it's actually time for them, just an advice to appreciate that. Kasi minsan lang yun eh, yung moments na makita natin mga places na ganun. And stop giving them bad reviews all because they do not have Wi-Fi, di ba?
Oh, hindi naman
Unfair
nila
lang eh.
nabasehan, eh,
Unfair.
that's not
Mm.
like what Ramsey said, that's not their main, product is to give Wi-Fi. They're a restaurant or they're a coffee shop, and it's funny too,
Right.
you see, like, a table of 4 people, and all of them are just like this. No one's talking to each other or anything.
Right.
Mentally
It's like
absent.
they're all together, but they're all apart. It's like, "What's
Yeah.
going on?"
Weird.
Yes, yes. I've seen a lot of that.
Yeah, I just laughed at
Yes, 'di ba?
that.
Mm.
Right. So
Every
sad,
time I
no?
see a group like that, every time I see a group like that, in my
Mhm.
head it's like, are you guys having fun tonight or are you
I
having fun
know.
right there? No, you're together, but you're met, at that
Are,
moment.
oh,
It's
'di
like,
ba? Are you guys in a GC? Can I join? Are you guys in a
Yeah.
GC? That's what it is. 'Di ba?
Kaya may ganito, eh, may bunganga para ano, you don't have to, like, fingers and you could talk.
Right. Yes. Baka they're talking in their group chat.
Yeah.
Right. 'Di ba? Right,
but there's
right.
actually a place. I don't know if you guys have seen it. There's actually some restaurants, not just here in the Philippines, but in abroad. They have like this gimmick. For example, there's a place where group of guys. It's like for the boys. Maybe it's a restaurant or a bar, something like that. They would just the waiter would just collect all their phones and put it in one place, and it's like
Wow.
whoever's phones or whoever has that phone that would ring first has
Will
to pay for
pay.
all the bill. Yeah.
Yes.
And
It's
definitely
good.
you
Yeah.
would know who's gonna be calling because that would be it's either your girlfriend or your wife who's been looking for you for hours. So you
Right.
gotta talk to her not to call you that time or else you're gonna pay for everything.
Yes.
I mean, at least that would be
'Di ba?
cool because you don't have to check your phone all the time. You just have to spend some time with your friends. And
Mhm.
Right,
then
right.
whoever loses, I mean, hopefully not one of you, could definitely win. It's actually a win-win situation. It's like if nobody calls or disturbs you using your phone, not unless it's very important,
Flight
you can
mode.
actually spend that quality time that will
Right.
pass
Mhm.
at that moment. Yeah.
Right. Oh,
Okay yung ganun no?
Oo.
Kung sabihin mo na, wag mo tawagan.
Or ano, airplane mode mo yung phone mo para
Right.
ano, walang
Yeah.
tatawag.
Oo nga.
Airplane mode. Ayan, sabi ni Ma'am Glenn, honestly, may time na gusto kong walang wifi para makapag-rest ng ilang oras. True. 'Di ba? Para
Yeah.
walang istorbo.
Kasi tayo,
And
we were alive before the internet even was a thing. So we know
right,
how to
right.
live without Wi-Fi, but it's harder for the younger generation because they were born into this. So this is they even growing up, this is all they knew.
Yeah.
Mhm.
True.
And yeah, I think it also is related to etiquette when you are out with friends. If you all set the appointment to meet and chat, go to a place, eat. If you're inviting well, friends for a coffee, because na-miss kita, let's go get some coffee. And then pagdating nyo sa coffee shop, hindi kayo nag-uusap. Kasi may kanya-kanya kayong gadget na, you're tinkering on those gadgets. Parang sad lang kasi ba't ba kayo nagkita? Eh di sana chat na lang kayo, di ba? Parang ganun. So yun lang yung
Mm.
something na I noticed. So, well, yun na nga, when you invited somebody to you like just have coffee or just to catch up and then suddenly busy ka naman pala. Parang sad, no? Parang will I ever meet up with this person again? Akala ko na mismo ako, bro. Tapos biglang, di ba, parang gano'n. Tapos biglang busy ka masyado. So, parang wag na lang.
Yun
Di ba?
nga,
So, just,
tama yung sinabi mo, MC Jonas. It was etiquette back then. When you're out, especially in a social setting, bringing out your phone was a no-no. Especially if you
impolite.
had a call, you had to like, oh, excuse me, and then go
Yes.
out and then take your call. But nowadays, it's just, well, it's a different. It's socially acceptable now to bring out your phone,
Yeah.
and you
Yeah.
can't be offended by that.
Yeah.
Mhm. And
So, parang
anything
ang
you want to
ironic.
add to that? Also, Ramsey,
Yeah,
it's a social
I
setting.
just hope na it's I've seen one of, yung mga nabanggit ko sa etiquette na yan. There are still some people naman who still practice that. Like if place may mo talaga na there are people really talking, and then if somebody calls, they would just excuse themselves and then just go out somewhere and then just talk, and then they would just come back, just like to take a breath as well. Tapos
Mm,
pag yung others naman sa other places, you could see na, while ang dami na nag-uusap tapos may tatawag pa. Tapos hindi mag-excuse, talagang do'n pa siya magsisisigaw or magsesermon dun sa table na yun na
kaharap mo.
magkakasama. Di mo
Kaharap
alam
mo,
kung
may kaaway.
ano yung agenda, ay basta yung gano'n, 'di ba? Parang it's kinda
Mm,
off. But
It
still, I
is.
mean, it's nakakataba ng puso pa rin na you could see other people pa rin na they still practice that. It
Mhm.
just happened
right.
kasi na some of the generation that we have right now has their own thing to evolve. But definitely naman pag nakita naman nila yun, they would think about it and then say na, this is how it was way back. But at least, they can upgrade na rin sila in a way na to make their self much better. Since we're talking about the New Year's resolution, di ba? It would be a good thing if the younger generation could also adopt this kind of good traits which the older generation has.
Ethics, yes.
Yep.
MC Jonas, you were going to say something earlier?
Um, wala.
Oh.
I got busy reading stuff. Okay
You
lang,
have a
tuloy lang,
call.
tuloy lang.
And yeah, that's something definitely that we have to, as the older generation, we have to share with the younger generation. Yung mga um, things na we thought were common sense. It's not so common nowadays to especially be polite around other people. Um, the concept there is for a younger audience is because when you're doing this it's like you don't people appreciate your undivided attention. that's
Right.
that's the point there. So when you bring out your phone, it's like you're saying to that person, hey, this is more important than you, so I'm going to
Right.
take this thing instead of talking to you. Or that's the whole point to it. If there are some younger people out there that don't understand why is it rude to do that.
Right. Right.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Okay.
Biglang serious.
You know,
Makinig kayo kay
br-
Kuya, ano, makinig kayo kay Kuya Jay Weber.
I thought you were
breakdown
checking
ko
your
lang.
phone.
Breakdown ko lang na ano. Yan yung idea doon. That's why
Yung
it's
mga kids na nanonood, opo Kuya. Opo Kuya Jay Weber.
sabihin na, ba't naman big deal kasi yun?
Yeah.
That's the thing. Yeah. People, you have to give people, important people, especially your friends, your family, your undivided attention.
Yeah, ang ironic lang, no? This was what I was about to say kanina. Ang ironic
Uh-huh.
lang. Kasi with everything you do on social media, everyone is sensitive about it. But when you are face to face with a person, they're not sensitive about your feelings, diba? When they do that. Pero every
Narcissistic.
every little thing you do on social media, sobra, magkamali ka ng sinabi, magkamali ka ng joke, they're gonna, diba?
Yeah.
Backlash, you'll be bashed. It's gonna be hard for you to get up. Pero, yun nga, pag magkaharap na kayo, you don't matter anymore kasi everyone's like doing that. So parang yun lang yung ang ironic. So it has to be balanced. And then, sabi ni Sir Benny Davis, I teach my kids they need to, unplug.
Like dinner
Yes.
time and
I
churches.
agree.
Yes,
Right.
exactly. It can't be
Mhm.
24/7. Also, like what you said um, earlier, yun nga, unplugging is very important. And then, ano ulit sinabi mo kanina, MC Jonas? There was like
The irony of things. Like,
oh yeah. Like,
Mm.
okay, people are so
sensitive.
they're so anal when it comes to what you do,
Right.
right? Pero pag
Right.
sinita mo naman sila, they have like a million excuses of why they do that. It's like
Right.
my thing is if you don't want to be treated that way, then don't it's like karma. Don't give out what you don't want to come back to you. Or
Right.
like you say, the golden rule
The
is
golden
do
rule.
unto others what you want
Yes.
others to do unto you. Wag mong
Yes.
don't be so sinisita mo lagi yung mga ibang tao, pero pag tables are turned, napaka-defensive mo naman.
Right.
If you don't enjoy that, then don't be so, anal about other people and what they do.
Right.
Live and let live.
Right.
Ganun lang. Yeah. And
Yeah.
that's what I noticed also on social media. Na every little
Mhm.
thing, even a bad thing, they point out. Pero pag tinignan mo naman yung social media account nila, there's also a million things that you can point out, and then they get
Right.
all defensive. It's like,
Right.
yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Right.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
true.
Diba?
Like what they said, don't point a finger on somebody else because there's still more fingers pointing at you
Three,
at
yeah,
the same
you're
time.
pointing
Right.
two, but three are pointing back at you.
Oh, goodness.
Yes.
Uh, and
Oh,
then
diba? So,
there are also influencers that they thrive off of that. Yung nagbe-beef lagi, or they always uh,
yeah.
kunwari reaction video, pero they always criticize something. It always has to be
Right.
about someone else. They talk about
Right.
someone else. Yeah,
Right.
and they get views
For the
off of
sake of
that.
content, no?
Yeah,
I
for the sake of
mean, that
content.
kind
Yeah,
of
they'll
content.
talk about and
True.
the
So,
way
ang
they
dami
go
din.
about it minsan bastos na minsan the way they
Right.
go about it. So
And surprisingly, they have a lot of followers.
yeah.
Diba? People still watch them. I wonder why.
Siguro
Diba?
you think we should do that on Men on Board?
Let's start bashing people.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
dropping names.
The keyboard
Diba?
warriors are here.
Diba?
Cam
Para
up,
ano,
cam up. Come on. Come on, cam. Talk
diba?
to us on
Grabe.
cam. Hindi na sa keyboard lang eh.
Oo nga.
O, diba? Ang tatapang.
Uh,
So, so yun lang yung, the irony of this, this generation. Parang grabe. So, sobra kang i-bash sa pagkakamali mo. Pero pag sila na, well, They'll find a
It's
million
okay.
ways to get back
Yeah.
at you, diba,
Uh,
for calling out. Ayun.
sometimes
So
sometimes it reminds me of the video game GTA. Have you played that?
Yeah, of
Grand Theft
course.
Auto. Yeah. You know how it is in the game. It's so
Uh,
real. You know, it's like it's based on reality na parang ganun. But if you were playing it way back in the days, you can do whatever in that game, right? You can just,
uh-huh.
yeah.
follow the gameplay or break the rules.
Mhm.
Mhm.
But nowadays, it's as if like people on the internet are doing the same. But I mean, not all. Somehow, it's sort of the same thing. You know, they just if they just don't like the person's face or the person has did something like that, they would just bash them without any good reason. And they would just argue and then have the thread na nag-aaway sila. For some reason, then nakita mo talaga, meron talaga silang time for this.
Yeah.
you
Oh,
know?
Yes.
and then they
Apparently, they
oh,
have a lot of time.
and they do like also some of them just do it for the attention. It's not like
Yeah.
they they it's not like they really want to do it. It's just they know that if they do that, they'll be getting views, they'll be getting attention. The
Right.
change the MOB going yung judgmental men
You
on
just-
board.
Men on
Sige, simulan
judgment.
natin.
Men on judgmental.
Let's start talking about people.
Oh, yeah, I'll let you judge people
Let's go
based on their looks
viral.
only. Let you throw out the "don't judge a book by its cover" rule out the door. That doesn't apply in 2023.
O, di ba?
Man
Nakakatuwa.
on
And oh,
If we could only do that, di ba? Pero hindi eh. Syempre, we really have to
We're
be
gonna
careful
judge
with
this.
everything we
It's like
do.
we're gonna have this episode. We're gonna judge somebody's feet based on their nails, based on their, based on their color, like the color of the skin, their elbows, and like that. And I don't know.
Right,
Then we're
right,
gonna
right.
look at the
you need
reactions.
tawas.
O, di ba? Wow.
So yeah, it's almost 2 hours right here, bro.
Yes.
Um, anyway, we want to thank you everyone once again. And dami nating na cover dito sa Do You Believe in New Year's
Right,
resolution? Went a lot
right,
to social media, but it also goes into the new year.
right.
Uh, so uh, just want to thank everyone once again. All the primes that joined us today. Also, all the mobsters that reacted, shared our video. Thank you so much. Uh, Hopefully, we're gonna do another episode for February. It's our target to do at least one episode a month.
Per month.
Um,
Right.
good morning to Sir Vincent Obilo in the States, and also good evening in the Philippines to all our
Right.
viewers. Also,
Mhm.
thanks
Good
for
evening,
joining
Sir
us.
Vincent.
Good
hmm
evening.
So yeah, hope we'll be just follow us on Facebook. We'll be posting when our next topic will be next episode and what the topic will be for the next episode.
Right. Right.
Mhm. All right.
Yes.
Anyway, mga bro, you guys have any parting words or anything you want to let our mobsters know for our next episode?
Hmm.
Ramsey.
Parang,
So,
yeah, may feeling
mhm,
ako na it's gonna tie in with Valentine's Day because
Right.
February, of course, it's
yeah.
Valentine's. There's a lot of stuff to talk about, especially with
Right.
that topic.
All about love
We can be
and
It's gonna be
judgmental
an
romance.
there.
interesting month.
O, di ba?
Mm,
Just feel free to let us know if you guys want to talk about something. If there's a specific, if you have a question or a problem or a topic you want us to talk about, just simply send it to us. Let us know
right.
about it, and we'll talk about it. Since this is also for you,
hmm
right?
Yeah, beauty
All
of
right.
Yes.
online social media. It's instant access to the hosts, so you can let
Right.
us know what you guys want to talk about. Um, any goodbyes, you guys? Anybody you want to thank before we go?
Yeah. Okay. I'll just go ahead first. Once again, thank you so much to all the mobsters who joined us on this month's episode. We only have a few more days to go, and it's the month of February. So don't forget to catch our next episode and also support our other shows here at 89.5 The Playroom. By the way, tomorrow I'll be back at around 2 o'clock p.m. to 4 p.m. for the Playroom Unplugged. That's 2 p.m. Manila time. Okay. And of course, with regards to our topic for tonight, yes, I do believe in New Year's resolution, but at the same time, that makes me think that if we do any New Year's resolution would actually start from a year. I mean, if you haven't done your New Year's resolution, consider doing it not next year or the other year. You could just start it right away for as long of resolution that you have. Just implement it. You gotta execute things, to make things happen. Resolutions are not actually resolutions without any actions. It's just, a dream. So if you got a dream, you gotta do it.
Right,
That's it.
right, right.
You
And
need
as for
action.
me, um, always make good choices, like what most moms would tell their kids. Always make good choices. Um, New Year or not, if you plan to go for something, learn something, do something, if it's for the betterment of you, your life, if it's going to be a change for the better, go for it. Don't wait for anyone else to push you to it or to do it. Just go for it. It's never too late for you to do anything, learn something, or do anything you want, as long as it's something that you want, something that you want to do that's going to be, like what I said, good. Then go for it. Make good choices and always be very careful of the things you do, since everything, the whole world is really sensitive right now. You, in return, have to be sensitive also. So that's one of the things that we always have to consider. And always take care of yourself, your health. Like what we said earlier, just again, it's it boils down to make good choices, not only with everything that you do, also about yourself, your health, and everything about you. Just make good choices. And to all those who've been waiting for for the jam room, February, I'll be back. Kasi medyo busy pa for at least the first week of this coming month. But anyway, we'll be back for the jam room every Sunday, 10 a.m. Don't worry, MC Jones is gonna be back with more hits for you to enjoy. And well, I thank you, all the mobsters, for joining us, for patiently waiting for us to once again go on air. And to you, bros, Ramsey and my brother man Jay Weber. Well, it's been nice. So I'll see you soon.
All right. And yeah, just to recap what I said earlier, do you believe in New Year's resolutions? No, I don't, because it's not that I don't believe in resolutions. I don't believe that you have to wait for the new year to do a resolution. You can always do it whenever you see fit. Um, we could be in the middle of the year. It doesn't give you an excuse not to do a resolution. Resolutions are not just for the New Year's. What I want to say, it's something that we should be applying to our life. And also, what we discussed earlier, choose what you view on social media carefully,
Right,
because that also influences your decisions. And your decisions will also lead to what type of resolutions you want to do for yourself. Um,
right,
we should always be moving forward. Like Ramsey said earlier, we should always be progressing. No need to go back to the past, especially if it's something that uh, failed you or hurt other people. So you should always be thinking of new ways to improve yourself, and don't limit that way to just happening on the new year. Always do it in your everyday life. And what else did we talk about? Uh, Ethics. When you're with people, always give them your undivided attention. People will respect you more for that if you're not always on your phone, and you really focus in on the person that you're talking to and you're really present. It's not like you're somewhere else. people will notice that and they'll say, hey, this person, this guy, this girl, she's she or he is different than other people. So one good way to stand out and be a better version of other people is, being present, being sincere, and being caring and loving. So compassion also is something that's very hard to find nowadays because, like we said earlier, people are very judgmental. People are very sensitive now. So if you want to really stand out, don't be those things. Be compassionate, be understanding, be patient. And like, I forgot, Leslie said, be kind to animals. So I want to thank all the mobsters for joining us. Thank you so much. Time is something very valuable nowadays. So I'm
Right.
so grateful that you guys shared time with us today, especially 2 hours for all our friends out there who were with us since the start of the show. Thank you so much. Also, I want to thank my bros, MC Jonas and Ramzee. Happy New Year, you guys. I'm so glad to see you guys again. It's always a pleasure for me to be talking with you guys. We always vibe on different topics, and it's good. It flows great. So it's always a pleasure for me to be doing this show with you guys. So appreciate you. And also all the primes that join in on the show, doing or giving comments. That helps a lot. And all the mobsters, thank you so much. Here's to a better 2023 for all of us. May all our wishes come true. May all our New Year's resolutions come true as well. And may we be better than 2022, a better version of ourselves.
Yes.
Amen.
All right. So stick around, guys. Just follow us on Facebook. We'll be posting another episode and another topic of Men on Board. Don't forget, we also have our other shows, Stories of the Unknown, Pinoy Lokal, and many others that we will be coming up with this year. Yeah, future shows. And Entre Pinoy. So we have our friends also, Filipino businessmen and businesswomen that we also feature on our Facebook page. Something to inspire you guys on. So we want to create positive content for you, all of you out there. Thank you so much. Thank you. That's it. That's it for me, guys. So I guess we say goodbye to our mobsters right now.
So thank you, mobsters, once again. Have a good night.
All right. Thank you. Have a good night. For our friends that are tuned in here in the US, good morning. Hope you have a great day. And Ramzee, anything else you want to say?
Wala na.
Oh, wala na. All right. Thank you, guys. Thanks so much. See you in the next episode.
From the creative minds who gave you Pinoy Locale and Stories of the Unknown comes another show about everyday life, anything and everything in between. A dash of drama, a sprinkle of comedy, and a bite of naughty. Men on Board. With your hosts, Jay Weber, Ramzee, and MC Jonas. Only on your favorite online radio station, 89.5 The Playroom. We play the hits, we play it nice.